So now I'm going to be taking, this is Mineralized Dark. This is the mirror that I was actually using to apply my makeup. I'm going to be using this to sweep off the powder under my eyes, and to set or to contour, I'm going to be using Dark Tan. Now this is the issue with me. Dark Tan looks lighter on camera. I don't even know why it does that. But it's darker than me. So what I was doing was I'd find the perfect foundation, the perfect concealer, set it. Then I would be going all over with Dark Tan and go, well, what happened? Where is that? What's up? So I find that this is too dark for me. So dark is actually the perfect color for me. I also have a Sephora micro blurring powder as well that I use under my eyes. So I feel like maybe I will set all over my face with this one and contour with this, and then I'll use the Sephora all over my eyes after I knock away the powder. But I'm just going to go in and contour with Dark Tan from MAC, Mineralized Skin Finish. And then I'm also going to go in with Bromance, which is this one. Well, this is Showmance. Sorry, why am I saying Bromance? This is Showmance. This is the contour and then the highlight. So I'm going to go in with Dark Tan first just to set it and make sure everything is smooth. And then I'm going to go over this with a little bit, because this can get really dark on my skin, like really dark. I'm going to be using the JH04 to contour with Dark Tan, Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC. I'm excited. These brushes are so pretty. Like, I am obsessed with brushes. I'm obsessed with brushes, and I got more brushes to play with. So to contour my nose, I'm going to take the Dark Tan. I'm going to use the same Juvia's Place brush, the JP006 blending brush. I'm not sure if I showed you, but off camera I just blended out my crease a little bit more. So I'm just going to use that same brush just to blend down the contour and to set it and to make everything look seamless. So now that that's done, I think I baked long enough. I don't really bake to the point where my under eye is dry. So I'm going to take this brush. This is the JH07 brush. I'm going to knock off the powder and I'm going to set my under eyes with this. Meaning I'm going to knock off the banana powder and the Too Faced powder as well. I'm going to knock that powder off. Then I'm going to take the Sephora Micro Blur powder. Sephora Micro Blur powder. Hello, get it together. I want to use that just to give me a little bit of color under my eyes, because it is yellow under here, which is not a problem. But, you know, you want it to blend and look effortless and seamless and, you know, look good. So I'll be right back. So this is the color 56 Deep. So this is the powder. This is Deep 56. I think Deep 60 is a nice color too, but whenever I go they never have it. But whatever. So I'm going to use this mirror from the contour. So I'm just going to close my eyes and I'm going to knock off this powder. So as you can see, it's nicely highlighted. And I don't use a lot of powder. That's why I use the wedge, because the wedge is dry, so it doesn't pick up a lot of powder. So I'm going to knock this off as well. And right here. So I'm just going to get a little bit of this powder. And I'm going to go under my eyes with it. Get a little bit more. Get here, here. And if you wanted to underscore a little bit just to create a more contoured, chiseled look, you can. I am going to get a brush for the all over face powder. I'm going to be using the Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark. I just need a powder brush. Give me one sec. This brush, oh my god. This is the Jaclyn Hill 01 brush. Look how, I was telling my boo, I'm like, boo, feel the brush. And he's like, that. I'm like, no, you gotta curve it. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at the brush. It is huge. So I'm going to be taking that with my Mineralized Dark. Getting a little bit, not even a lot of powder. I do not like a lot of powder on my face. But the brush is so soft that it's barely picking up any product, which is great. And this is it. I'm just going to go all over everything. Oh, this brush feels like a cloud on your face. Okay, so now that my face is done, I have to move into highlighting. Do I have any new highlighters? No, I didn't buy any new highlighters. I'm not a highlighter junkie, so I'm probably just going to use the Patrick Star times MAC Holiday Collection because that one is really pretty. Okay, so this Jaclyn Hill set, I'm so happy and blessed and grateful that I got it. These brushes are like different. They're not like regular Morphe brushes. These is different right here. These is different. Very different. So I'm going to be using the JH05 and the JH06. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my face with Fix Plus, let that dry halfway, and I am going to go in with the Morphe bronzing powder. Like, this is more of a bronzer, kind of. Okay, so let me explain what a bronzer is to me. Something that is similar to your skin tone that makes you look a little darker. Granted, this is my contour color. This is a bronzy kind of highlight. So I do not consider this a highlight. I consider this more of like a bronzing kind of color because it's similar to my skin tone. Just to melt them all in. So I've already used this to contour. Now I'm going to be taking the JH05. I'm going to be using this color, like literally like overlapping it, and then I'm going to take the JH06 and highlight with the Patrick Star powder. But enough of me rambling. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to get a little bit of it and I'm going to go right here. So it looks like I'm contouring, but I'm not. I'm going on top of it. Because as you can see, it's not highlighting me at all. It looks like I'm contouring. Why? Because the highlighter is a contouring kind of shade. Whereas if you didn't want to contour with something harsh, you could use this and go about your business. That's how I'm interpreting it. Because that's what I do. I'm going to use this as a bridge for my contour and my highlight. There you go. I'm using this as a bridge color. Even though it's a shimmery color that some people could highlight with that are deeper than me, I'm using it as a bridge color for my contour and my highlight so they can melt all together. There you go. Now I'm going back in with this contour color that I used right here, but whatever's left on this brush that I used to contour, which is the JH04. I'm going to just blend this in, okay? Now I'm contouring and melting the bronzer together. So when I highlight, it'll be perfect. So now I'm just going to use some Fix Plus. I'm not going to let this completely dry. I'm just going to let it dry down a little bit and I'll be back to highlight. Okay, so now that my skin is almost dry, you can see that it's a little wet. I'm going to be taking the Patrick Star highlighter. What is it called? Baby, it's gold outside. No mirror on this. Big old space. Come on now. Why y'all playing? So anyway, I'm going to be taking this because this highlight is really soft. So you can keep rubbing. It's not going to put a lot on your brush. And I'm going to tap it first. Tap, tap, tap. And then I'm going to start to blend. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to tap it in first. And then we're going to blend it. I went a little too low here, but I'll fix that in a second. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to take the brush that I used to knock off the banana powder. So when you run it right here, it's going to dull the shine. I'm going to use this brush. This is the brush I use for the bronzing highlight. So I'm going to use that and I'm going to use it to just blend it all in. Blending, blending, blending. This side is really blending. So I'm going to add a little bit more here. Just checking in. I'm just checking in the monitor.